Well, hi, good morning. Thank you for joining me in my shop here. Today is the 14th of February. A cold day. Hey, suddenly winter has returned. It's -10 outside. There was snow falling yesterday. Yeah, it's a little like winter again. Okay, so what happened to this guy here? So there could be a number of string problems going on here, but one of them caused the dismount yesterday. And I looked at the video. It's quite clear the dismount occurs here. And is there any surprise? There's a string coming from an angle way up here. And so the string is trying to climb off all the time. It's trying to climb off this edge. And it succeeded. It succeeded because of too much tension, lack of tension. Even this angle here, well, this doesn't move much, but this little movement, this is enough to disturb things. Now you can't really see it because the whole chassis is moving, but I can make the capacitor move a little bit. Not much. In some radios there's a lot of movement here from shrunken grommets or whatever it might be, and this can be the problem. Look, tighten up the string and it pulls this around and changes the angles here just enough that things don't work out the way they should. Doesn't quite seem to be the case here though. This really isn't that far out. The other problem, the problems that don't seem to be causing a serious problem, is the two biggest spring in here. Now I do have the original spring. Just how different are they? They don't actually look that much different in terms of length. No, they really aren't. They really are the same length. Pretty well. But because of the way I tied this on, I didn't think hard enough about making these loops as small as possible. I could replace the spring rather, but I'm going to get, pretty much the same thing here. So this is a much softer spring, in fact. You got to pull it quite a ways to get the kind of tension that this one generates in short order. That could be part of the picture too. Yeah, I don't know. And then I have these pieces down here, the two little pulleys. They just look like something that was put in to correct the original design that didn't work out. My wild guess is these were not here at all in the original design, and the string just came up and went here and there and there. These were not involved. Now they are. Why? Why would they put those there if my theory is correct? Why would they do that? So to try to correct for this angle, the angle that caused the string to fall off, but they're not involved with that at all. I don't know why that's there. I don't know what goodness is it adding. Well, it's changing the direction of one string. It's coming up from the slot here. You can't see it now. It's coming up to the slot, and then they're just changing direction and going back. So it's like turning a corner with one of them. The other one, I'm guessing, is an issue around the alignment between here and here, because they can control it so well. We can't control it so far from over here. Plus, it's a straight in line. Oh, you know what they've done here? Come to think of it, right? You see how? Can you see how these strings are done here? Am I holding the camera right? Not really. So the string, the angle string coming from the far corner, according to the diagram, is supposed to go on the far side of this, and then the wraps come around, and then go down from here. So this kind of comes over to the far side. Now I think the last time I wound it the other way around, to the near side, thinking that makes more sense. I shouldn't be trying to think. I should just be doing what they say in the instructions. Because if you do this the way they say in the instructions, I think you're heading for trouble. I just change the sentence halfway through saying it. I think you'd be heading for trouble. I think you'd be heading for the string doubling up on itself. I'm using a very thin string here too. Maybe that's part of the problem. The original string is a little bit thicker, but not much. It's not thick by radio standards. Some of these radios have a pretty thick cord on them. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop and think about my moves here. I may have to put an entirely new string on just to gain the extra string I need. Maybe not, eh? I left a little tail here. Okay, gotta go think about things a little bit before I burn up what's left of my patience. Okay, I think step one is to get the proper spring in there. Now the difficulty is the length of the string as I try to change this. Yeah. Put this on and then judge the length of the string after having this on. I'll just leave the string the very same length to start with. Spring will fall off the string if I allow it. Okay, now I'm going to look at the diagram again just for there. And what does it show? It shows quite in a fairly clear way the string coming in from here, going to the back side the way I have it, and going under the way I have it. So what we'll do is just the other thing I did here, because I thought I was smarter than perhaps I am, was I didn't put 5 turns on this wheel. I only put 4 or maybe only 3 when it calls for 5 times around here. Because I'm so smart, I just think the guy's wrong. The guy who designed it is wrong. That's what I think. So this is feeling awfully slack. Yeah, I don't have to do anything up here. So it's on everything now, and the string is completely slack. Enough string to go around one more time here. So let me just take it off the wheel. Pull against the spring. Whoops, whoops, whoops. String is expanded, so string not on the pulley here, string in the wrong pulley over here. Wow. pop in there. There we go. Okay, so we're in the pulley here. To get this onto this pulley, this is really going to get pulled out tight. Really, really tight. Holy smokes. Can't go any further that way. Everything is moving the right way, by the way. Everything is going in the proper coordination. I could even leave it. I could even leave it off the wheel here if I had to. Now there's lots of crossing over happening down here. Down in here. So you see how this string should be guided like this. Reaching the end, and the knot is just touching here. That's okay. The downward string is keeping the upward string, or this string, from falling off like it did last time, because the downward string is in its way. So it can't fall off, but the string is going to go on top of itself here. I'm pretty sure. Totally unable to drive the there's just wow, this just doesn't not adding up. Spinning on the control down below, spinning on the control knob, sliding, slipping. Locking right up. Who's doing that? Let's go back. Closed. Not okay. The knot is okay. What'd you do today, Jim? Oh, I worked on strings. Well, that looks really great. It's corrected itself. Now, why do I think it's on top of itself here? No? It's all wound up. It's wound up really nicely. Those turn the other way, the opposite way. Wonder if that's supposed to be like that. I don't know if it really matters. Okay, string is still behind there, and we've reached the end. Okay, we're going to go back now. And we're slipping. We're slipping down here. One direction, okay. It gets to about here, and then it just slips. Not easy to turn this knob. There's a lot of back pressure on it. I don't know where that would come from. You know, when I had this loose, the string off it, I should have spun it to feel the tension in it. How hard it is to move this capacitor. I don't think that's where the drag is. We gotta find the drag because that's what's causing that to slip. It's just encountering too much drag. Both directions now. No, one direction. It's usually just in one direction that these things slip, because they tend to, the way the string goes around it, one direction you're actually pulling the string tighter, the other direction you're pulling it looser. Yeah. It just won't go this way. This is the loose direction. Nowhere at all does it grip. Get all the way there. Capacitor is closed. The knot, of course, it's not on the pulley here. The knot. You went right around. No, the knot did not make it. So this is actually an okay arrangement here. Should I pull it up on this? The tension's going to go way up. What's this spring feel like? Well, the spring can do it. Not with this. Wow. What will happen now, I will have essentially made the string longer, now the knots will go under. So the knot is right on the bottom here. It's coming around, closed. It's going. Maybe it just needed that super tension. We're coming up here. The string is going on top of itself on this wheel, because I can feel the strain in the knob as I'm turning it increasing. No, it looks, well, maybe on the far side. Oh, what is going on there? Darn camera. It's the autofocus picking the wrong things to focus on. Look at the way the knot is in there. Yeah, look. Let me just freeze the focus on this camera here. Please just bear with me. The strain of it all. Okay, we won't have focus problems now. Wanted to climb up over that like that. Let's go back all the other way and watch what happens here. It's needs a rewind here. Does that make any sense what I just said? Not really. So there we go. So I've now undone the over. Oh! Now, with any luck, it's starting to go over again. Get rid of the over here. Once this works once, it should work every time, I think. I hope. Why did I get pushed over like that? On that. So there's the directing pulley down here, which is directing the string into the middle of this. And so that's what's happening. It's staying in the middle and piling up on itself and just not going across in that neat sort of way. But it is working. Increased tension. And the wonderful thing is everything is turning in the right direction. There's no propensity for that. What happened yesterday to happen again the way this is done. It can't happen. Because the lower string going to the little pulley down here is guarding. It's like a guardrail. Good. Okay. Okay. Got it going both ways consistently. Knot's not interfering anymore. It's really pulling on this though. It's really pulling in. It's tight, but it's not ridiculous. Good show. What to do now? Stop and have a coffee and rejoice. I think I've defeated the string. Okay, so just looking at my plans for today, and I'm out of shop time. It's over. That's all I'm going to get done today, but that's good. Feeling a little better about the situation with the string there. Thanks a lot for watching, and tomorrow I will be looking at alignment issues, I'm pretty sure.